Welcome all of you to the worksheet 10 discussion. This worksheet is again on graphs and again on application of simultaneous solving, but this time we are looking at a linear equation with a hyperbolic equation. All right, I hope you remember what is a hyperbolic equation. We have drawn graphs of hyperbolic equations previously, and students should be able to understand the concept of finding the points of intersection by solving the equation simultaneously, right? A hyperbolic equation and a straight line graphs will meet at most two places. Okay, so if it is two places, that means we are again going to end up with some quadratic equations and quadratic solving. Let's have a look at example 1. Right, looking at example 1 of worksheet 10, we have got a hyperbolic equation and we have got a linear line graph. Okay, this is a hyperbolic equation because x is in the denominator. Whenever you find x and y at the opposite places on either sides of the equal sign, okay, y is in the numerator here, x is in the denominator, opposite in either sides of the equal sign. So this becomes our hyperbolic equation. Okay, similar to last week's worksheet, we are going to equate y to y. So y is equals to y. The first y is 5 over x minus 2. The second one is 2x minus 1. So this is equals to 2x minus 1. In order to solve, I need to take this denominator onto the other side. Okay, so we multiply this denominator onto the other side. It becomes 5 equals 2x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, and then use distributive law, FOIL method of the distributive law. Okay, so 5 remains in front is equals to 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 2. 2 times 2 is 4, negative 4x. Negative 1 times x is negative x, or negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 2 is a positive 2. I can also take the 5 to the other side. Eventually, I will need to do that because we are ending up with a quadratic situation, right? So therefore, 0 equals 2x squared. Simplify that. Minus 5x. Take 5 to the other side. Minus 5. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Now this is a situation whereby we can either use type 2 quadratic factorization because x squared has a coefficient of 2. We cannot use type 1. Or we can use the quadratic formula. Let's try the use of the quadratic formula this time. X is equals to quadratic formula. Let's recite that. Negative b plus minus root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is equals to negative b. B value from here is negative 5. Negative of negative 5 plus minus root of b squared minus 4ac. So negative 5 squared minus 4a is 2 and c is negative 3. Everything over 2a, 2 into 2. Let's simplify that further. 5 plus minus, that's a 25. 4 2 is 8, 8 3 is 24. 24 plus 25 is 49. Right? Root 49 over 2 2 is 4. Simplified further, 5 plus minus root of 49 is 7 over 4. I can separate the two. X is equals to 5 plus 7 over 4 and x is equals to 5 minus 7 over 4. Keep in mind, if you're typing everything in calculator, you need to use additional brackets. Or otherwise, you can do the numerator first, 5 plus 7, and press equal sign. Get your answer for the numerator and then divide it by the denominator. Once simplifying that, your two values of x and two values of x will be 5 plus 7 is 12 divided by 4 is 3, and the other one 5 minus 7 is negative 2 divided by 4 is a negative half. These are our two x values, and then taking them back into any of the two equations to find the y. Let's use the second one. The easier one is chosen all the time. 2 into 3 minus 1. 2, 3, 6 minus 1 is 5. Second one, 2 into negative half minus 1. 2 into negative half is a negative 1. Negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. So my two coordinates are 3, 5 and negative half, negative 2. Now if you have a look at the working, this question has a lot of working, and this will be approximately worth 3 marks in your papers. A question on simultaneous solving will definitely come in your papers. Okay, so depends on the difficulty level of the question, the marks will be awarded accordingly. Let's have a look at the second question. Second one, it says y is equals to 1 over x and y is equals to x over 4. This one here, we can say it is a hyperbola. X is in denominator, y is in numerator onto the other side. But how about this one? It also has a fraction, but our x is in the numerator side, so this is a linear function. The power for x is a 1. Okay, so this is a hyperbola, this is a linear equation. Let's work it out. I need to equate y is equals to y, so 1 over x is equals to x over 4. I've got fractions both sides, cross multiply. 4 times 1 is 4 is equals to x times x is x squared. I do have a quadratic equation, but there is only one x appears only once. So therefore, I can solve it directly. Square root, cancel, x is equals to, keep in mind, root gives me two answers, plus minus 2. So again, we are going to get two x values, not only one. A lot of people, after doing the square root of 4, they just write a 2. If you forget to add the plus minus, you are going to lose half of the available marks. Okay, so once we find the 2x values, substitute it in any of the two equations. Let's use the second one. Y is equals to 2 over 4 is half. Y equals negative 2 over 4 is negative half. So my 2 points of intersection are 2 comma half, negative 2 comma negative half. Upon solving this equation simultaneously, these are my two solutions. Now if you have a look at the two equations which I've just solved, the first one is requiring a longer method of working. The second one is a shorter and a simpler one, right? But they are based on the same concepts. Basically, different types of equations is going to be having different length of the working. Thank you everyone. Be reminded, next week is your review worksheet, so be prepared for that.